Welcome back to the Fire Emblem Awakening playthrough. Last time, we repelled the initial Valmese invasion, but, well, we're gonna need ships in order to do any more. Unfortunately, the only country who has ships is Plegia, and let's just hope their new king isn't as insane as the last one. But we have a cutscene immediately upon beginning this chapter. So, do we have word of what's going to happen?
My lord.
We do! So, Plegia's new king has agreed to meet us at a place called Carrion Isle. That's not suspicious at all! At least Frederick actually is suspicious about this. I like how people actually acknowledge that that island's name is just so ominous.
Right.
So no one seems to be suffering from terror syndrome here. Well, they're sending us to a place called Carrion Isle. I don't think they do see that. You know what? I think we should arm ourselves as best as possible, just in case. And speaking of which, let's check out these merchants. Master Seal and Second Seal, and a sale on Master Seal. You know, I have so much gold.
Come on in.
It might not look like I have so much gold, but I do, because I have 2 large bullions I haven't sold yet, and 2 small bullions. And I think a few other characters have bullions. Anything that you can sell? Anything? You have a Second Seal, Master Seal. Okay, yeah. So, we have a lot of gold, so I may as well buy this discount Master Seal. Don't think I need the Second Seal yet. And let's see what you got. Steel Sword and Steel Axe. I think we have enough steel weapons at this point. And we can always buy them here. I mean, you're selling Steel Sword for a discount though, so I may as well get another one.
Take your time.
Discount Steel Sword buy, and you got a discount on Steel Axes, although Vake is the only one who's really using... Although we have Shursh, so I may as well buy another one of those. Yeah, I haven't really done a proper weapon restock in a while, so I kind of want to do that. Okay, let's check out the barracks as well. May seem like I'm rushing through this. It's because there's going to be a lot of cutscenes in this chapter. Hey, Kellum and Stahl. Once again, another invisible shield moment. But they actually can support, so that's nice. Also, Sumiya's ghost is there on the bottom screen. And hey, a support that I actually want to do. Well, I'm kind of stocking weapons now. And at least that's some Thario and Libra. That's interesting because, this is a support that I've heard is actually pretty good. Always being negative, Thario. Yes, not exactly. He's not exactly trying to make all the other women feel bad. And Cron Riken. This actually makes a lot of sense. So hey, Crom gets to talk, Riken gets to talk to his hero. Speaking of Riken, strength and resistance. Strength is not all that useful, but resistance might be. As for supports, we actually have quite a few. So let's go ahead and do them. Now I think about it, I might do the weapon management off-screen, because I don't want to really waste too much time.
Sorry.
You know, I honestly think that Kellum would have a better time being noticed as a newt than he would normally. And he was clanking 2 pots together.
Okay.
Well, that's good they've got out of the potential Varm invasion. See, convenient that another war happened, so this support was still relevant.
Satisfied?
Oh look, looks like Kellum's brother has an S support. Kellum better quickly get working on his. And I guess Kellum's an uncle now.
What?
Okay.
Tharia's comment notwithstanding, the ending of that is pretty much the reason why I ship these two. Speaking of shipping, Virion and Shursh time. Yeah,
If I may.
Shursh is really the only one I could ever pair with Virion.
My.
Ah.
Gotta be careful if you're doing a sparring session with an archer, Shursh. That might not be the best idea for you.
Remarkable.
Oh my.
No,
No.
But she's technically not his maid anymore because he's technically not a lord anymore because he technically doesn't have a country anymore. So they're equals now.
Ah, yes.
So, yeah, she has no obligation to him anymore. She could easily just leave.
Hmm?
No.
Maybe it was.
Who are you?
Oh.
The other reason why I like this is because, well, with Minerva, Shursh is pretty much the only person who can keep Virion's womanizing in check. And Muriel and Libra have a B support now.
Hold a moment.
Yes.
So, yeah, okay, thankfully Libra is recapping. Muriel is applying scientific processes to how to preach to as many people as possible.
Permit me to clarify.
So, big place, easy to access. Publicize it. And that is actually pretty awesome. I never knew Wind Magic could do that. I like how they're doing some slight world building here.
What?
Beg pardon.
That's pretty much the non-scientific way of how to put what she said.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, what if he wasn't speaking the same words to everyone one by one?
Very well. Now then.
Yeah, I think, Muriel, you're kind of missing the point of what Libra does, but that's for the A support. Okay, so with all of those supports out of the way, I think it's time to do a bit of off-screen inventory management, so see you back here in a moment. Okay, as you can see, I clearly did a lot more than... Oh, wait a minute. Did Arisen just spawn right on top of a merchant that I wanted to use? Ah, that's annoying. I may have to leave that blessed lance until later. That's really, really annoying. And the merchant here only has a hammer and a ward staff. Yeah, that's a very cheap steel lance. Basically, rather than just inventory management, I actually grinded Virion quite a bit in random skirmishes. The reason being, he was very far behind the rest of the army, and look at him now, he's much more on our level. Well, I mean, almost on our level. He's still getting a little bit unlucky with his speed, but at least his other stats are alright. And I trained Vake and Cordelia just a tiny bit as well. I'm not going to use them in the upcoming chapter, but I will be using them in the next one. Yeah, there's a pretty huge difficulty spike in the Valm storyline, and I kind of want everyone to be on top of their game. I also trained Lonku up one level. As for weapons, well, I gave Shursh an extra Volant axe and another steel axe. I gave Vake a silver axe that I found during a skirmish. Cordelia has the silver lance that I got from the previous chapter because she's really the main one who can make use of it now. Crom I gave Roy's blade. It's as strong as a steel sword, but it has a better critical rate, so that'll be useful. Lonku, now this is going to sound, yeah, kind of weird, but I gave Lonku the Levin sword. Now, you might be wondering why, but when paired up with Lissa, Lonku actually has a magic stat almost actually a little bit higher than his strength stat. So he actually does decent damage with the Levin sword, and next chapter, being able to attack against enemies who use ranged attacks is going to be really important. Muriel and Libra I trained a little bit. Muriel found an item here called a Seed of Trust, which increases the supports between 2 units. They have to be paired up, and they have to be a compatible support. So I'm going to save that until later, because I've already got a few supports now. Libra, I gave another Iron Axe. Very soon now, I found an Arcfire Tome during a skirmish, so I thought, you know what, may as well give that to Mary Sue. I mean, the Avatar uses it in Smash Brothers, so yeah. Gregor, I trained up a little bit as well as Olivia. Maribel, I think I got 1 level. And Ricken's the same, I didn't use them. Gaius, I gave the Silver Sword, just because he doesn't really have all that many other swords and the like. And Noe I gave the second Dragonstone, finally. I cleaned up Starl's inventory and got rid of a lot of his crappy bronze weapons. And Sully, she still has a lot of the stuff that she used to have. So that's pretty much all it is for inventory management. Thing is, though, during those skirmishes, I unlocked a second support between Shursh and Virion. I know, in the same chapter. Shursh and Virion support really quickly. Probably because they've known each other pretty much all their lives. I also got a B support between Gregor and Olivia, which I actually might want to initiate now.
Gregor is on job.
Only because I plan on using them in the next battle.
Huh?
So, last we left this, Gregor was talking about his secret spice blend. He's run out of it, so Olivia's going to help him get more.
Yes.
Show Gregor what you do.
Yes.
Yes, Gregor uses his amazing mercenary powers to make sandwiches.
Worry not.
Exciting sandwich making action later.
Nonsense.
You know, I'm getting a vibe here from, I watched someone LP Tales of Vesperia at one point, and they had a certain character who failed to cook a sandwich at one point, and they were just talking about how do you fail to make a sandwich? Do you just drop the bread or something?
What?
Oh, yes.
And this is exactly the line why I actually want to pair these two. Yeah, even at the B support. Gregor thinks that she'd be a good wife. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm not going to do the Shursh and Virion B because they already had their C here, let's face it. I do have Vake and Cordelia's S, but I'm not actually going to use them in the next chapter, so I might actually initiate this after. Now, this is a point in the game where S supports, let's just say they're gonna come in handy kinda soon, but it doesn't actually matter when you initiate them. There's no real cutoff point or anything, so initiating it next chapter is not really gonna change much. That and, these cutscenes are gonna be long enough as they are. But before we enter this next chapter, I'm gonna cover something that's actually a bit of a spoiler. So, if you want to avoid spoilers, please skip ahead in the video now. Okay, if you're still here, I assume you don't mind. So, we need to go into our skills section. Let's just say that before you start this chapter, you want to make sure that Crom, and especially Crom's wife, have their stats and skills in order. With Crom, his skills don't actually matter. You'll be seeing why in a moment. But for Crom's wife, you want to make sure that her best skill is at the bottom of her skill list. In this case, I want Veteran to be at the bottom of the list and not Solidarity. This will all make sense in a moment. Okay, spoilers are over. Let's initiate the chapter. Of Sacred Blood. Let's just hope the Sacred Blood isn't ours. Considering this is very, very obviously going to end horribly. Oh, we already have this music! Brilliant! Yeah, this can only end well.
Good day, my lord.
And we have a Versa saying, "Good day, my lord," dripping with sarcasm. Well, this isn't starting well.
What can I say?
Well, yeah, Gangrel abandoned you for being a traitor, so why are you still around?
What?
Oh no. Please tell me the new king isn't who I think he is. Of course you serve him directly.
Really?
Oh, and the new king worships Grima. That's just fantastic.
Why, yes.
Considering that faith involves, wanting the entire world to be destroyed and everyone to be annihilated, I'm not exactly sure how his faith would help get through. I don't know. Yeah, please don't arrange an official visit to Yellowstone. Please don't. Although, why do I get the feeling that he already has?
What have we here?
I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! The new king is Maleficar. That's it, I'm done here. Marisu, you're on your own. After repeatedly banging my head against a wall, I am now back. So, Maleficar is now king of Plegia. I feel so sorry for the people of Plegia. Their whole country was devastated by a war just because their previous king was a revenge-obsessed maniac, and now their new king is a Disney villain. But I will give the characters in the game credit. At least they don't suffer from terror syndrome. At least they immediately realize this guy is evil. Oh, yes! Yes, you certainly had an encounter with Elysian royalty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like this. The characters actually do realize this. So many games where characters are just all like, "Oh, that guy couldn't possibly be a villain, oh." Yeah, you said some interesting things about her last time you met.
Huh?
In fact, last time you met, she killed you, so why are you here? Oh, yeah, sure. I'm sure you have more reasons for knowing about her.
Listen.
Exactly, he kinda died, and the next Kingdom Hearts game isn't out yet, so he shouldn't be out of Disney villain limbo. What happened?
Right.
Careful there, you don't want Maleficar to realize that, you're onto him. You see, most villains don't suspect the protagonist to be onto them. They suspect the protagonist to be idiots.
Crom?
I think we should stab him now and then blow up the castle, just to be sure.
Right. Now then.
Well...
Oh yeah, the whole deal thing. So, yeah, 800 warships, 200 transports. I hope those are the transports that can fit war elephants, because otherwise I'm getting ripped off. That is if your money... I mean, considering that Flavia kinda emptied your coffers, I'm not sure you would have enough money to fund the campaign against Valm.
What?
Yeah... This is kinda suspicious. When an obvious villain is offering to fund your entire war... He totally doesn't have an ulterior motive. Yeah, no thanks to us, especially during Chapter 10. Yeah, but,
Thank you.
please stop calling him King Valadar. Next thing we know, he'll be changing Plegia's national anthem to Be Prepared. He probably already has by now. And evil laughter. And strong bond when he takes us over and takes over the world. Crom, okay, he's just playing along. Now, be sure to keep an eye on your back when you're walking away, because there's a chance that you may feel a knife in it very soon.
Really now?
One more introduction, this can't be good. A Hierophant, and a female one at that. Interesting. Suddenly, dramatic no-feet shots. Yeah, this is about the point where it's kinda obvious the characters don't have feet, but yeah. Interesting. That outfit looks familiar, but a mysterious hooded individual. Now, something of note here. Look very closely at that purple eye pattern on the bottom of Valadar's leg. Haven't we seen that pattern somewhere before? Yeah, Muriel and Libra were just discussing religion earlier. So, you know how wind magic can amplify your voice?
Huh?
Ah, the strong silent type, I presume. Oh, of course! Mysterious individual who speaks only in incredibly hard-to-decipher riddles.
Explain.
Well, I don't think we'll be getting a big reveal like that this early.
Yes.
Wait a minute, they are? Okay then, take off your cowl so we can see who you really are. What?! What? What?! What?!
No. Yes.
Oh no! No, 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 this is not happening. This is not happening! There cannot be two Mary Sues in one fanfiction! That cannot end well! Anyone remember the Crash a Dude Awesome vs Mooncloud Shadow Dancer massacre? Ugh, I do. Yes, two Mary Sues existing in one world could cause unprecedented destruction. Oh yeah, it is totally a coincidence. Someone else is writing fanfictions here, and that someone has to go.
Now then.
Oh no, Maleficent has his own fanfiction. This is really bad. Oh yeah, we're finished here, yeah. So, you're not going to explain why. There are two Mary Sues!
Wait!
Yeah, exactly, hold on.
Oh.
Listen.
Oh yeah, it's trivial that there are two Mary Sues running around the continent. This is worse than I thought. This is getting out of hand. Now, there are two of them. We should not have made this fanfic. Oh yeah, obviously. No, don't worry, we were already expecting a trap, so that advice is not going to mean anything to us. Yeah, we've already equipped maximum strength back armor, so your knives are not going to do anything. So, there's a second Mary Sue running loose in the world. That's horrifying. Yeah, well, if an exact clone of me suddenly appeared, I wouldn't be able to sleep either. Well, maybe someone else just wrote another fanfic. I mean, Mary Sue is pretty much immortal. Uh-oh. Mysterious voice calling them out. That can't be good.
Huh?
I wonder who that could be.
Heed my call.
Well, that voice makes it pretty obvious. And suddenly, Migraine of Death. Hi, Maleficent! Mary Sue's not exactly closing her heart to Crom at the moment. Wait a minute, you're not talking about Crom, are you? So, mysterious villain has a mind link with Mary Sue. We already pretty much knew that earlier on, but why does he? No, it's not true! That's impossible!
What?
but I'm searching my feelings and... Well, you know what, actually, it does make complete sense for Mary Sue to be the child of a villain. And a completely gothic one at that. It kind of makes sense, and there we see the chapter's title. And Valadar is pretty much saying, search your feelings, you know it to be true. Thus, this character gained the nickname Darth Valadar.
No.
Of course, Mary Sue is actually one of the villains, so Frederick was right all along. Interesting. And now, actually, a lot of people earlier on, like before this game was even released, actually called this, that the Avatar was connected to Grima. Remember that purple brand on the Avatar's hand in the first cutscene?
Hey.
I just like how he just comes in and goes, hey.
What?
And gone. Yeah, Crom, you know what would snap Mary Sue out of this? Punching her. Could you punch her now?
Listen.
Exactly. Oh, you probably don't want to know what happened, Crom, because you're about to find out. Yeah, your father-in-law is now, oh, you're not going to take this news very well. Yeah, so,
What?
Crom's like, wait a minute, you mean that guy's my father-in-law now? And Lucina's grandparents are Jafar and Maleficent? Yeah, right from the beginning, remember that special conversation Valadar had if you fought them with the Avatar back in Chapter 6? That was why. Maybe, unless Valadar has perfected the cloning process, and aims to take over the world with an army of Mary Sues.
No.
Right.
You alright?
Yeah, well, she kind of conveniently amnesially forgot her father, so that makes kind of sense. Finally, you catch up with us.
My lord.
And of course, we're under attack. That news came like, okay, yeah, I already knew this was coming.
What? Ah.
Oh no, those Risen have learned to copy Kellum. That can't be good. Well, I wonder who could be commanding the Risen. I mean, it's totally not Malefifar.
No.
Yeah, of course it's Malefifar. Crom's probably still freaking out over the knowledge that man's now his father-in-law. But anyway, we're here in the middle of a valley, surrounded by archers, who are going to rain arrows down on us with longbows. They have one extra range than a normal bow. So, this is kind of an interesting chapter. Our main goal is to break out of this ambush, but it's not going to be easy. There are a lot of enemies in our path, and there are going to be even more, as you can see, forts. You know what that means? Yeah, we had one chapter with no reinforcements. That's the game being way too kind. They were obviously going to bring them back. Also, look at the boss here. This guy is really, really strong. Look at that strength stat. That is just massive. We also have another warrior here, and I really love how Risen warriors look. Just that, the glow through those slits in the helmet just looks so awesome. So, a few promoted enemies. Snipers, yeah, that's gonna be tough. Silver bows at that. So, who are we gonna bring to this chapter? Well, of course, we have to bring Crow and Mary Sue. And I want to bring Gregor and Olivia too, because there's actually a lot of, well, you probably already know this, a lot of axe users here. So, yeah, you're just getting used to Valm using mostly Lancers and Cavalry. Too bad, Axe Fighter time! Yep, suddenly we're back to the standard Plegian fare of enemies. I'm not going to bring Virion here, only because I would have to bring Shursh as well. And, well, with so many archers, flying units are pretty much a no-no here, especially Cordelia, and especially Sumia. So, pretty much, you want to avoid bringing flying characters in this chapter if possible, because there are a lot of archers. I am going to bring Lissa and Lonku, though. I am also going to bring Rickon and Maribel. I'm going to use Maribel primarily to heal, mostly because I really, really want to get her leveled up, because, I mean, Lissa's promoted by now, Maribel really needs to be. Rickon, I'm mostly having him here because I want him to support with a certain character who's going to join us soon. We have 4 more units to deploy, so who goes? Well, I haven't used Donald and Noe for a while, so I'm going to bring them, and a tank like Noe is going to help here. 2 more, and I haven't used Starl and Sully for a while, so let's bring them. Now, I want Starl and Sully to be as far forward as possible. They're going to try and break through around here. Donald and Noe are going to be the main frontline tanks. Rickon and Maribel are going to be a little bit further back, and Lonku and Lissa are actually going to go here, mainly because I kind of want Lonku to take out these guys, just so we don't have any nasty surprises, like axes in our backs, while we're concentrating on the enemies down here. So, they'll go up here. Gregor and Olivia will also go up here, because I'll have them take out some of these axe users as well. And with that, I think we're pretty much set. So, time for a quick save. Okay, so save, and... no. Here's the one part of this chapter that I wasn't looking forward to. A lot of people are going to call me very, very weird for what I'm about to say, but I'll say it. We're about to meet my least favorite character in the entire game.
Hey!
And no, it's not because of the bad puns. I can kind of tolerate the bad puns.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we know that.
What? Gods!
Yeah, we also already knew that.
Wow.
Okay, that's too much information there. That's funny because that's the one and only time in the entire game Risen are actually called zombies. And as much as I would like Crom to do this, this guy can be useful in battle, so yeah.
What?
This is why I can't stand him. This is why. Yeah, I have a really hard time sympathizing with a character like this. Oh yeah, and there are also going to be reinforcements. Now, I'm not going to fully go on about why I dislike this character so much. If you want to know, I'm going to post a brief link just in an annotation. I already covered why I dislike this character in my Fire Emblem Awakening voice meme video, so if you want to go there, I'm going to do that. The reason why I'm not going to fully explain my reasons for disliking this character here is because I don't want to offend anyone who actually does like him. I don't want to, so I don't want to do that because that wouldn't be fair. So instead, I'm going to just leave that for that. Mainly, my gripes with him mostly had to do with the localization. They really changed a lot of aspects of his character, and to me, made him a lot less sympathetic than he was in the Japanese version, but that's all I'll say here. So, this is the new character here. Henry the Dark Mage. If you want to find out about his stats, click on the annotation. Don't worry, I won't be hating on him during that video, so yeah. But for now, the thing is, I'm actually going to pair him up with Ricken, and the reason being, well, firstly, Ricken and Maribel have already kind of maxed out their support level anyway, so, no use in building up any more points with them. But secondly, as much as I don't like Henry or most of his supports in this game, I actually really like his supports with Ricken, especially the B support. I really want to show that off in this playthrough. But anyway, with that, it's pair up time. No real difference in doing that, and you pair up with them, you pair up with them, and... Okay, one other thing about this chapter. I actually really want to get Chrom and Mary Sue up to level 20 and promoted before this chapter ends. And I'm not going to say anything more. Also, quick casual mode save, so I don't have to go through the pre-chapter cutscenes again. Okay, here we go. Now, there's a lot of archers around here. In a chapter like this, it really helps to lock in all enemy ranges. You want to keep people like Maribel and Olivia out of longbow range, if at all possible. Longbows do have kind of bad accuracy, but you really don't want to risk it. Now, what I do want to see if I can do, though, is... I want to try and lure as many of these guys as I can, but not too much that Longku gets put in severe danger. What I would really want to do here is, I would want to lure them all and then go in these forests where Longku is pretty much unhittable, but until then... Okay, I'm gonna... Wait a minute, if he goes there, the sniper could hit him. And the snipers have a tendency to have really high accuracy. Okay, that is not quite a forest. Thunder, or... Arcfire is only a little bit... Actually, quite a bit stronger, actually. May as well try out Arcfire, just to really show you. This is actually kind of... Okay, first, though, I'm going to equip a better weapon. It's about this point where the Falchion is actually not that great against anything that isn't a Wyvern Rider, so... I'd rather equip the Roy's Blade.
Stay focused.
Now, watch this. I love the animation of this. Flamethrower! I always think of that as Flamethrower from Pokemon. I don't know why, it just looks like it. But yes, Veteran's really going to come in handy here because I want both her and Chrom to hit level 20 in this chapter. Now, Stully is going to go over here and take this guy out. What I want them to do is, they're going to rush up the cliff and try and take out some of the archers, just to relieve a bit of the pressure on us.
Pathetic. That was all you.
No, that was mostly you. Okay, here's where things get a little tricky. As much as I want Noe to get the experience, I kind of want to clear out these enemies as fast as... You know what? I may as well break her Dragonstone. That Dragonstone. I forgot to show this, but you can now buy Dragonstones and Beast Stones from Port Ferox whenever you want. So... Are you kidding me? Donnie didn't Dual Strike. So yeah, you don't need to worry about breaking these anymore, because you can now buy an endless number of them. Now, speaking of not needing to worry... Okay, as long as Rickhead only gets hit by one enemy, it shouldn't be too bad. Don't want to waste Katarina's Bolt, though. And Maribel is going to go over here. Because Rickhead will still get the benefit of his support just by standing next to her. And Gregor, who is on job, will go... Okay, let's see. I kind of want some of the enemies to go for him, but I don't want specific ones to... Like the snipers and stuff. Gregor's going to go here to hopefully clean up some of the enemies that Longku doesn't take out. I was counting on you doing that.
What do you need?
And I didn't want you to get here.
Just die already.
Oh, not enough. That was really unlucky that wasn't a critical, though, because Henry's equipped with a Ruined Tome. A tome with an enormous critical rate.
Go get him.
I'll show it to you after this turn ends.
That was close.
Noe wins.
I was about to say that was a pointless dual guard, but that really wasn't. 9 damage is a big deal for Noe.
Here we go.
Thankfully, she isn't getting doubled anymore, thanks to Donnie's ridiculous pair-up bonuses. But...
Over here, ugly.
Okay, there you go.
Thanks.
I'm pretty sure, though, that, Yeah, I'm almost positive that the... Nice level up there. I'm almost positive that the... Oh, okay, Wormsbane. This skill is nowhere near as useful as Beastbane, sadly. It only really works on Wyvern Riders, and they're actually a bit rarer than usual from this point on, so... Not exactly the best skill, really. It's really kind of annoying, because I kind of wish that it was as good as Beastbane. If Wormsbane existed in Fire Emblem... well, 3 and 12, that would have been amazing, because you fought generic enemy dragons all the time. That would have just been a fantastic skill in that game. Aha! I was counting on you doing that. I was not counting on you hitting them.
My turn.
Now that's strategy.
Well, that's more like burning things to the ground, but oh well. Only 2 more levels left on Mary Sue, and very good. Very, very, very good.
Over there. You alright?
Well, that was pointless. I'm talking about the enemy there, not Sully. Sully's awesome. No, if Sully doesn't dual strike here, this could be kind of bad.
Get ready.
Or if you get a 4% critical style, that was amazing. That was actually really good because I had a feeling that Sully wouldn't dual strike there. Hey, you're finally getting strength. Now here's the annoying part. Lonku has to dodge a lot of arrows. Good thing he established himself as being fairly good at that in his support with Lissa.
Alright.
These guys are extremely irritating. You can't really counterattack them unless you have a longbow yourself, and well, you can't really have one at this point in the game.
Got you now.
Not half bad.
Now, if I get lucky enough, we may see an interesting effect of the Levin Sword here. Now, of course, any points in strength Lonku gains when leveling up aren't going to actually help the Levin Sword because it's entirely magical. Do I risk running in here? Can any of these longbowmen hit him? You can't hit him. You can't. You can't, but there will be quite a few of those who possibly can. What I do want to do, though, is heal Ricken immediately. Also, we got to be very careful of those forts.
Thanks.
And I promised I'd show this. Yeah, 50 critical. Also, by the way, that tome has 4 might, so it's 4 times as strong as basic wind and has an even higher critical rate. Dark magic is so good in this game, really. It's really, really amazing. Okay, could Ricken actually take this guy out? No, he can't. Oh, no thanks to not getting any bonuses to speed from this pair-up. Oh well.
Brace yourself. That got ugly.
The other reason that I'm pairing up with Henry here is because, I'm sorry to say this, but I don't plan to use him just because I'm not a big fan of his character, and because of that, I want to keep him out of danger in this chapter. I mean, just because I don't like his character doesn't mean I want to let him die on me. So, yeah, I still want to keep him protected. Alright, who do I want to... Can you hit Maribel? No, you can't. Good. You know what, let's have Donnie take this. Might get some gold out of the bargain, too.
This'll be easy.
Get ready.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that Leif's Blade has an amazing critical rate on top of its other effects. This thing is just insane. Speaking of insane... Yeah, oh, and we did get an extra gold bar out of that. Now, gotta be careful. We really don't want to provoke the sniper before it's time, because otherwise you have a tendency to get horribly murdered. So, speaking of horribly murdered, don't want Crom to take too much damage either. That, and do you have a hand axe? Steel, steel, and longbow. So, I'm not going to be able to counterattack the longbow guy anyway. Might as well do that, and let's see now. I sort of want to lure you guys forward. Yeah, the warrior could... Okay, the warrior could hit him. That archer can't. That sniper could hit him if Longhu went there, though, which is what I'm trying to avoid. In fact, I'm trying to avoid either sniper hitting him, so I could go there. Okay, this is kind of a risk, but I'm going to go ahead and do this.
Look out! Have some of this!
I'll return the favor.
Lissa really likes dual striking at this point. She is getting accustomed to fighting pretty well. And Gregor and Olivia, I really kind of want you to... Okay, firstly, I'm going to go ahead and take you out, even though you are kind of useless at this point. Let's just see if I can get some more sword ranks on Sully for good measure.
Come on. And one from me.
Very kind of you.
Both 20. That's interesting. And we did get another sword rank on Sully. Nice. So the question is, do I move Gregor and Olivia up here to try and clean up some of these enemies, but risk getting shot, or do I not? Because can Longhu handle those enemies on his own? That's the real question. Okay, let's see if I can do this, though. Someone's mentioned to me that Olivia and Ricken's supports are actually kind of interesting because they reference Fire Emblem 4. I really want to... Wait a second, though. Am I willing to... You know what? Okay, I'm not sure if reinforcements come this turn or not. I know that some really dangerous reinforcements come on turn 5, so I really want to be careful there, but actually, if reinforcements came this turn, I'm screwed anyway, because Maribel would get hit, so what the heck.
Ready?
And critical! No. Well, Henry didn't crit either, or dual strike. Okay, no reinforcements, that's fine. Oh, you're attacking from the fort, sneaky. Ricken needs healing. And also no critical. But nice shot all the same. One less archer's always good.
Look out.
And okay, nice one, Crom, doubling Myrmidons. Very good.
Gotcha.
I owe you.
I probably should unequip that tome when dual striking because it's a bit too valuable to waste like that. I'm guessing a thunder would have killed there. Okay, that's really bad.
Over here.
Thank you.
Yeah, good thing these two are out of range of the sniper. Or are they? No, they're not. Yeah, they're still not out of range. I mean, they are out of range. They're not out of range. I mean, whatever. I'm getting confused by negatives.
All right.
Okay, good.
Thanks.
And Lissa is still awesome. I've actually never used Lissa as a sage before. I'm really liking it. She's doing great. Okay, this is somewhat worrying. Okay. Now, I hope Weapon Triangle Advantage will save me against that warrior, because I get the feeling that if the warrior does hit, I don't want to jinx it, but if he... Okay, speed and luck. Good. Good for dodging that warrior. Here he comes. You need to dodge or dual guard this.
Be careful, yeah?
Excellent. Yeah, that's the interesting thing about the Levin sword. If you critical with it, you won't do your critical portrait. And hey, another silver axe that I got one before. Okay, Lissa and Longhu did a perfect job there. I am pulling them back now, because they're going to be needed down here very soon. Because very soon, bad things are going to happen. Because I think the reinforcements are about to appear. And I didn't need a med staff there or anything.
Thanks.
Problem with Ricken is he may be tankier than your average mage, but he still suffers from very bad HP. Okay, the sniper can't hit them, and I don't think that guy would kill. What I want to do at this point, as much as getting rid of you would be helpful, that sniper, I really don't like that sniper. And Crom could use an elixir right about now, actually. Do we have one in the convoy, or a concoction? Concoction's good. Let's just, okay. convoy the vulnerary and replace it with a... Where do we even get that concoction? Is that... It's not Anna's, because Anna still has hers, I'm pretty sure. I know this is a waste of perfectly good healing experience, but I don't really care at this point. Because we need to get ready. The reinforcements are going to be coming very soon. Also, speaking of getting ready, now at a time like this, this is the point where I actually want to lure the sniper. Stahl has better defense, but he's taken a little bit more damage, so... And Stahl will equip his strongest weapon. And let's see. I kind of wish I had a physics staff here so I could heal someone like Longku, but... Although if you go there... Man, I've had problems with Olivia and the longbows in this chapter before, so... Don't exactly want to risk that. I might actually do this, then. Wait a minute, let me see. I think some reinforcements come out of there. This turn. I know they're not the really bad ones, because it's only turn 3. Turn 5 is the very bad reinforcement turn. Okay, yeah, 3 reinforcements coming from there, and Maribel is not in range. Excellent. I was really worried that she was. You know, I had a feeling that one of those longbows was bound to hit sooner or later. Speaking of longbows...
Let's do it.
Oh, man, they're annoying.
Back off.
That was useful, though. That was irritating. Now, I'm going to need to clear these guys out quickly, because on turn 5, very bad things happen from those 3 forts. Very bad things.
Predictable.
That's pretty nice. Strange, Crom hasn't actually critical yet with that Roy's Blade. And Crom only needs 1 more level as well. Yes, I do perfectly in magic. Wow! Excellent, except for resistance, but still excellent. And every stat's going to help, because the higher Crom's stats are by the end of this chapter, the better, let's just say. Okay, I really need to get lucky here. That's not getting lucky. That's getting less lucky than I would have expected, but still slightly more than the worst luck that I could have. And you... I see what you're doing there. I see what you're doing there. Don't think I don't know what you're planning. Okay, so turn is now turn 4. Okay, I think reinforcements come from here and here on turn 4, but turn 5 is the really nasty one. Now this, speaking of nasty, I want to completely annihilate this guy as soon as possible, because otherwise we're going to get... Yeah, I really want this sniper to die. I could really use some criticals right about now. Yeah, remember that 4% critical you got earlier? Okay, no.
My turn.
Good, though. That's very good.
Thanks.
Because getting rid of this sniper is gonna help a lot later. Because eventually every single enemy on the map will come charging right at you, so you want to be ready when that happens. Okay, speaking of being ready... You know what? I really need to critical you. Finally! We actually got what we needed one. 87, wow, very nice. And weapon level B on tomes. Okay, I actually want Gregor to do this. And in previous attempts, I used his killer weapon here. Gregor will get more chances for experience soon, though. Yeah, Olivia doesn't exactly do the most damage at this point, but at least every dual strike helps. Need you gone, otherwise Maribel's in danger.
Here we go.
Again, from this point on, Noe and Pan are pretty much, there's really no downsides to using them, because you'll be able to buy Dragonstones, and here's a case where the Falchion is just pretty much fine.
Let's do it. My turn.
What did I say to myself about
Thanks, friend.
unequipping? Yeah, finally we get to see Crom do that. Yeah, Crom calls his wife friend. Yep, he even friend zones his wife. Yeah, I always love that line. Again, in the Japanese version, that line was much more ambiguous. It was just talking about bonds. So, okay, I don't think the reinforcements that come from there have longbows, but... So all the enemies from here are gone, right? Because usually they all come charging for you after a certain point. Wow, not even men will do it. That is the slight problem of Troubadours, is they lack heal touch. There we go, okay, yeah, reinforcements do come from there and there this turn. But, well, this is pretty much a non-issue. No, it's turn 5 that's the real problem. I remember the turn number pretty much exactly. Because, well... Trust me, when you see what happens next turn, finally you're getting stats that are befitting of you. When you see what happens on turn 5, you will know why I memorized it.
Wrong move.
I owe you.
I actually wonder if I'll talk about that a bit later. Crom's actually almost ready. Okay, it is now turn 5, as you can see. This is very, very bad. On turn 5, you want to pull back and stay as far away from these 3 bottom forts as possible, unless you are very, very confident in your defense or your evasion. So I'm going to put, I'm actually going to put, let's see, Gregor kind of needs this, so I'm going to put Gregor there. I'm going to, okay. Mary Sue is kind of damaged, but I think Kroll will be fine there. Just keep to these woods. If you have to stay near these forts down here, stay in the woods. And definitely do not put a mage in their range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gotta be very careful at this point. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I really hope that Rickhead can't get hit by 2 of them, because one of them does have a long-range weapon. I know that much. And as for Stully... Actually, let's see if I can bait them with Stully going like here or so. Because, yeah, very bad reinforcements are incoming. Very, very bad reinforcements. You know what? Will this block them off? I'm just trying to think. This might actually block at least one of them from getting to Rickhen. That would mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gotta be very, very careful here. Especially keep Maribel as far back as possible.
I'll return the favor.
No, not quite. Oh yeah, Gregor does have a C with Longku. Might as well put Longku here, actually. There we go! 3 warriors! 3 warriors! That is why you want to be very careful on turn 5. 3 warriors from the lower forts. And of course, Donnie proves he's all... And he didn't kill that guy. Yeah, wow. At least, thank goodness... And remember how I said one of them had a ranged weapon? Yeah, that's this one. So, at least, thankfully, they don't have counter here. Because if they did, that'd be just evil. By the way, on Lunatic Plus mode, reinforcements have counter much, much earlier in the game than this.
My turn. Come on.
Thank you.
I'm wondering if this set of reinforcements is in fact exclusive to Hard and Lunatic, because I've been pointed to a reinforcement guide to this game. Oh hey, maxing out your weapon rank the turn you reach level 20. And I know that now that some groups of reinforcements actually are exclusive to higher difficulty levels. So, yeah, see that damage, wow. But I'll finish you off with Gregor for experience. This is the worst the reinforcements get, just power-wise. There is a later turn, though, where reinforcements spawn from every single point on this map. In fact, there are actually 2 reinforcement spawn points up here, but we don't have to worry about them for a long time yet. Gregor's now level 15, which is good, but that guy needs to go down now. Let's see, who needs to kill the most? I actually think Rickhead does. I mean, normally Henry would, but I'm not using him.
Go get him! Don't look down on me! Phew.
And I was kind of hoping someone else would get experience off of that same warrior, but you getting a level up is fine, and I'm worried about your speed. I'm very worried about your speed there. At least you're getting defense, though. I mean, see, that defense is very, very good for a mage. Henry's is very, very good, too. But, I mean, dark mages are known for having high defense in general. Here's the point where I actually really want to heal Sully, but I'm not sure that I really am going to be able to, because there are going to be more reinforcements coming. Okay, I'll save that move till last, because that's going to be a little special. I'm actually going to keep Noe around here, just because... Well, okay, who needs healing? You know, I may as well do this. It's not exactly the most efficient, but I really want to heal them. Unless an archer spawns from there and attacks Maribel, though. That would be terrible. I'm actually gonna... Unless I do this. Heal here with Lissa, who can kind of take Big on the front lines.
Let's end this.
And then I will get the cheap healing experience with Maribel, like here.
Much gratefulness.
Much gratefulness. Gregor's lines are awesome. And gaining strength, Maribel. Pretty nice. Okay, I really do want to... Okay, now here's the move that I saved till last, because I can do this. Okay, Crom, access the convoy. You don't need a second rapier, so store that. But what you do need is... Where is it? Master Seal. I've got more than enough of these. Okay, here we go. We only have one option here. Great Lord. And so, Crom has gained the power of Bloom Armor. You'll see what that means later. Also, he has the... I'll talk about that a bit later. Also, the line that Crom says here, that is the title of the promotion theme song in this game. Also though, Prone to Great Lord gives you the ability to use Lancers. Finally, after ages of Fire Emblem protagonists not gaining secondary weapons on promotion, we get another one who does. So Crom can actually use Lancers now, and he's actually pretty good with them if you get his rank up. Now, okay, yeah, more reinforcements. I'll talk about it when Crom gets into another battle, which is now. Notice how Crom here on his battle model uses the Fire Emblem as a shield. Now, the game has a great moment of attention to detail with this. If you somehow, cough, DLC grinding cough, get Crom promoted before he actually gains the Fire Emblem in the story, so before Chapter 7, where Emmerin gives it to him, Crom won't actually have the Fire Emblem here on his battle model. Also, lol, blushing Crom. So, I really love that attention to detail. It's just a really nice touch for this game.
No worries.
Where should I stab you?
You know, I was worried she wouldn't critical there, but she did.
Hell of a fight.
So you're both level 16, which is pretty good. Gonna want to get them promoted relatively soon. Now, hey, looks like the curse is being reversed. I'm kind of okay with that, though. The sniper up here is still alive, and that I'm not okay with, because I think another group of reinforcements is about to spawn from the lower areas. Let's see, what turn is it? 7, yeah. I think another group of reinforcements is about to spawn, so I'm going to pull back a bit. Especially Ricken's going to hang back a bit. Gregor and is going to go on job there. Lissa is going to go there. Don't exactly need the Levin sword anymore. I may as well heal here.
We've got this.
Just for some more experience. And Crom is the only one who hasn't moved here. Mary Sue could use some healing. But what I could also use is for this sniper to die, and I think that's a good time, except that I think a reinforcement may spawn there. Although they did last turn, so they might not pull the same trick twice in a row. Let's see. Mary Sue could take Crom's concoction. She already has an elixir, but I'm not going to waste that now. And who hasn't moved? You haven't moved, okay. Okay, there. Okay, yeah, the top forts. We don't need to... And, okay, that's the everywhere reinforcement turn. I knew that came eventually, I just forgot when.
Let me out.
Sorry.
So...
It's all right.
yeah, I'm gonna need to get Mary Sue promoted soon. Come on, Crom, you're promoted. Dual Strike more. And you have Dual Strike Plus.
Careful. Mate.
Nice job dual guarding 1 damage there. That was totally gonna be... well, dual striking is good
Very
too.
kind of you.
Speaking of which, I am really liking the new way that dual strikes and dual guards are supposedly going to work in the next Fire Emblem game, but I won't discuss that here. Yes, I am aware of the new announcements. I'll make a video actually detailing my thoughts on them later. So look forward to seeing that.
On my mark.
Okay, this is where I really need you to perform well. Crom, I could have used a dual strike.
Careful.
Has Dregor got hit at all this chapter? Okay, yeah. This is the turn when everything rushes you at once. And as much as I want to promote Mary Sue as soon as possible, I don't think I'm actually going to have to switch back over to Crom immediately, because she's going to die very soon. Unless I elixir her, but let's see how many enemies can actually hit her this turn. Because this sniper, I would really like him to die. And hey, Crom is going to double him, so I may as well. Just don't want Crom to get too much experience. But I think this should be good enough. Might as well equip Roy's Blade. Well, wait, I was just saying I don't want him to get too much experience. Though Mary Sue, if you're going to be dual striking, let's just get your sword rank up a bit.
I've got you.
Because that D sword rank is really hurting her ability to do good physical.
Your end has come.
Well, you obviously heard me when I said I wanted this sniper dead. I mean, dead again, considering it's already dead, but... And we only lost 1 use on that silver bow. Speaking of uses, weapon durability is going to be gone in the next game, and again, I will discuss my thoughts on that later. Meanwhile, Gregor smash puny enemies. And actually, no, he needs this. Because she's on level 16 yet. You know what? That's exactly the outcome I wanted. Because now Noe levels up, and someone else gets a chance to get some experience off this guy. And it's not going to be Ricken, sadly.
Look out!
Lonku's doing better now, though, certainly. He was a little bit under-leveled before.
Who dies next?
Oh, speaking of under-leveled, almost got a level up there, but not quite. Okay. I think now it's time to move on, because, yeah, everything is going to rush us at once, and I see what you're doing there. Don't think I don't know what you're up to. Oh, that's a longbow guy, and that's another longbow guy. I kind of want to get rid of the longbow guy, but I also kind of don't want Stal and Sully to hog all the glory up here, so... Just going to do that for the moment. And Maribel is going to stay out of range of stuff. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the last we'll see of the reinforcements here.
Gotcha covered.
So the rest of this chapter should be pretty simple, especially with all the enemies rushing towards us. Except for the boss. The boss can be kind of challenging.
Go for it.
Oh, look at me, I'm going to do no damage. It's always weird when enemies do that. They're all like, hey, I'm going to attack you anyway, even though I know I can't hurt you.
Back off.
It's like they just want to waste a few seconds of your time.
You're all right.
I could use some dual strikes, Mary Sue, because you're almost maxed out on your level for unpromoted, and I want to get you promoted pretty much
We can do it.
now.
Predictable.
Yeah, I see what you're doing. You think you can sneak up behind us and kill our vulnerable characters, don't you? Well, things aren't gonna work the way you hoped. I actually kind of want to do this. Although, all I need is one more dual strike out of Mary Sue, and then she'll be able to promote. One more. Is that too much to ask? Speaking of wanting things, I want to heal Noe now, and maybe get her to tank this cliff here. She can't quite get in there, though. Although, now would be a very good time for some dancing, actually. Lonku's already got a lot of experience, but maybe just a little bit more. Let's see. Oh, you've still got the longbow. Yeah, okay, let's dance. Livia hasn't really got to dance all that much this chapter, actually. Let's see. I kind of want to get rid of you, actually. Yeah, I know this is sort of a waste, but if I don't do this, then this guy's going to start just... He'll be shooting us from 3 range where we can't counterattack, and that's always just really irritating.
It's over.
So, another archer gone. And yeah, it's about now that I want to... Actually, you know what? I may as well do this. And elixir. And too many enemies on that side. Someone needs to go there. Including 2 longbows. Yeah, I think that's fine. Oh, now you're attacking us from normal archer range with a longbow.
Go for it.
Speeding up enemy actions that obviously aren't going to affect anything.
Let's end this. You can do this. You alright?
Really? No dual strike? And this is going to get Mary Sue enough experience to promote.
Face me.
Thanks.
And a double! Really, no magic. Magic's supposed to be your asset. Why are you getting more strength? And a level up for Crom is going to help. Because, well, again, you'll see in a moment.
Please stay strong.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that guy. Yeah, you there sneaking around behind us. Okay, everything's already cleared out on this side. No doubt due to Crom and Mary Sue here. So let's focus on taking out this longbow one. Which I can't double for some stupid reason.
Let's end this.
That's the problem with Cavaliers sometimes. Their stats are decent all the...
I'll kill you twice.
Unnecessary but stylish.
Showing me up?
Their stats are decent all around, but they're not fantastic in any one area usually, so they sometimes suffer from not being able to double all that well. Yeah, that hand axe guy could actually hit them from over here. 31, almost actually enough for a... Yeah, that guy is actually going to double Rick in, which wouldn't be good. How much is he doing? 22, and I've got quite a lot of defense, actually. But I want to stay out of range of that. In fact, these two could go here. Yeah, you only need a tiny bit, so if this doesn't kill, that's fine by me.
How well will you die?
But of course, Lonku will critical. That's also fine by me. And Donald and Noe here. Gotta make sure that nothing else can attack them. In fact, I may as well just take that guy out next turn with the use of a dancer. Because it is now time. Just as Crom did, so too shall Mary Sue. I normally don't like promoting in the middle of a battle, but in this case it's totally appropriate. Here we go. Mary Sue will unleash her true Sue power. And Canon shall never be the same. And she also gains Blue Mama. The thing about the promotion from Tactician to Grandmaster, though, it doesn't gain any new weapons or anything. It's basically just an all-round stat boost. It does learn some really good skills, though, and that's what the main benefit of being in this class is. Plus it gains cool Blue Armor, but other than that, yeah. So, pretty much just an all-around stat boost and not much else, so not as eventful as Crom's promotion, but again, in 5 levels when it starts learning its class skills, you'll really see why the Grandmaster class is so useful. Now, if I remember correctly, Grandmaster was actually the title that the Tactician in Blazing Sword got if you got a perfect ranking in that game.
Over there.
Like his epilogue, his or her epilogue title, basically.
I love this part.
Well, I think I know. Okay, I'm not sure who's going to get heroes for this chapter. Either Starl and Sully or Crom and Mary Sue. It's going to be one of those two, but I'm not sure who. Come on, save some experience for some other people. Okay, there you are! You have finally completed your movement towards us backwards. But now, you will be electrified.
Brace yourself.
And now, Henry will not dual strike again. Ugh. Has he ever done any dual strikes? He must have heard me when I was saying bad things about him. Anyway, he's not going to dual strike this time. Okay. You know what? I'm just going to do some cheap healing experience. You know, I just realized something. With weapons not being breakable in the new Fire Emblem game, what's that going to happen? I mean, what's that going to mean for staves? Interesting prospect, that. Well, at least Sully does double things.
We can handle this. I'll help
Finally, the longbowmen are down. And Sully's strength is just... Wow, she is getting insanely strength blessed here. Because by all rights, Starl should have higher strength than her, although Starl's stats are starting to average out, which is good. Oh yeah, Chrome and Mary Sue. Now, these two are going to advance straight to the boss. Because that's pretty much all there is left to do in this chapter. I think Starl and Sully have leveled up enough, so I'm going to let Ricken hopefully take the next one out. Actually, technically Gregor needs it more, but... I think this might be a level up for Olivia as well. There we go. Might need to give Olivia some energy drops just to increase her dual strike damage a bit. That's it, you're almost certainly not going to double, so I could probably safely put Rick in there. And finally Maribel can get some cheap healing.
I appreciate it.
Was that? Oh, I guess Maribel and Olivia can support. Interesting. Probably need to heal those two before they go after the boss, because he is actually kind of annoying. Now, hopefully, let's see. Ah, what's this? Roy... Oh, another Roy's Blade! Yeah, I guess you wouldn't see Roy's Blade on a farm, considering that Roy is, well, yeah. Wow, you're doubling this guy. Nice. Yeah, that boss is going to die very, very quickly, so I'm just going to go and... Oh, hey, I thought you prioritized the one who can't counterattack. Okay, this chapter's pretty much going to be over this turn, so... Not really much else to say here, apart from the fact that I'm going to miss out on one event tile, but I'm kind of fine with that. Heal... And then I'll dance for her and have her heal again, and hopefully that'll be a level up. This guy goes down, and then Ricken reaches level 17. Now, Muriel needs to catch up. Speed, excellent. And now we dance. And I don't exactly care who I heal at this point. Because it's all about just the experience. And I should have used Mend. Oh well. Because now, it is time to destroy this boss. Yeah, this guy's going to go down very easily. His stats are very high, but he's no match for a promoted Chrome and Mary Sue, especially with an S support. Might not even need to use Arc Fire here. Seems like the Risen are getting a little more intelligent now. They actually say things rather than just bleh. Except in this case, this line reminds me of something that, well, I'm about to make an obscure reference here. Ooh, let's kill the prince. To torture him I lust. Let's singe his hair and up his nostrils. Hot bananas thrust. Yeah, props to anyone who gets that.
Stay focused.
And we're back to this boss theme, finally.
My turn.
Not quite enough, but he's definitely going down next turn.
Are you ready?
Puck will make amends. Oh, okay, Mary Sue and Crom did take it.
Right.
So, the ambush is over.
Crom.
Wait a minute, what? Oh no! A random assassin is teleported next to Crom! Whatever shall we do? This is horrible! This is terrifying! This is